18 volts, 3.35. And we're just going to go ahead and a little water there. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but it's bubbling. And the reason that it's bubbling is because what's happening is electrolysis. There is electricity going through that water, and the oxygen and the hydrogen are separating. Remember when you did that experiment in grade school and it showed you how to make hydrogen? And then you burned it and it popped and it made water. Well, that is currently going on right now. And what it leaves behind is whatever's left in that water. And most water is not absolutely pure. It has contaminants in it, impurities. And you can tell a laptop has been water damaged by what's left. It's either going to be white, green, greenish blue. And this is how it happens. It doesn't happen from just water sitting on it. It happens with water running through it. And as you can see, it is still bubbling. Those bubbles are not because there's any kind of carbonation in the water. Those bubbles are happening due to electrolysis. There's quite a bit of electricity running through them, through that water. And in short order, you drop water on your laptop, and even when it's not running, it is going to create calcium bicarbonate. It's going to leave that behind because since current and voltage is still going through your laptop, it's going to do that while it's sitting overnight and you're not even using it. And this is how you can water damage your laptop. Now, I didn't test this before we did this together. So I'm watching this, and we can watch it for a while, but you can see this laptop is not turned on, and I can already see some blue parts forming. Let's go ahead and watch this for a while we enjoy our adult beverage. I don't know if you can see that little blue right here. Okay. Now, it's currently not ruining the laptop. It's not sending voltage in a place that it shouldn't go right now, but that can happen. And if we tried to turn the laptop on right now, I'm not quite sure what will happen. I say we go ahead and test it. So we've got water sitting on an ISL chip, which is a chip that divvies up voltages to different power rails. So I'm going to turn this on. Okay. And my light is blinking, and essentially my power supply does not want to turn on because it's indicating a short on the main power rail, so it doesn't want to turn on. But if I were to dry that and then turn it on, clean it up, turn it on, it most likely work. Okay, so let's just go ahead and watch this, because there still is voltage going through, as you see the bubbles, because it is still plugged in. The power light is still on the cord. Here, let me see if I can show you that. I'm just going to bend this down. Okay, there is power going to that laptop. We can also see it and confirm it via the electrolysis that is occurring. Good grief, how did I have this? All right, we'll cut that part out. Okay, so we're still watching it. And look, this is just one drop of water. And if you've got kids and they have gaming laptops and they're constantly drinking, while they're doing their video games and such, and they're always spilling water on their laptop, this is what happens. You can clearly see in this area that I'm going to indicate right here, we've already have deposits, and eventually those deposits will create a short between the legs of this chip. Okay, and you see, we've only done this a few minutes. These things are left on overnight, and that's how water can damage your laptop. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go ahead and stop the electricity. Okay, we no longer have electricity there. I'm going to use first a sheet of my lint-free paper to dab up the water, but that really doesn't do the whole thing. We need some alcohol involved here. I keep my isopropyl alcohol in a empty hypothermic needle, and I'm going to water or isopropyl alcohol evaporates water, and so that's why you use it rather than anything else to clean water damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and brush this up. Whoops, get that back in the center. Okay, and we're going to see if this will turn on. All right, now I'm going to dry the pad off the rest of that alcohol. Oh, I need a new sheet. That area. Now that's not water on there, that's alcohol, as we put it all over the whole area. So while I'm doing this, tip, your friend or yourself spills water on their laptop, don't put rice. Don't put it in rice. That'll just make the problem worse. It'll keep the moisture right next to the laptop or right next to the components. Never put an electronic device that's been wet in rice. Use alcohol, okay? Now we're going to plug it back in, and let's see if it turns on. Get it plugged in. And it's on. The fan is spinning, and our laptop is fine. So you can get a laptop wet and quickly clean it up, but you can see how the damage gets done. If we would have left that overnight, it would have gotten seriously corroded. Maybe if I had not cleaned that, that might not have turned on. If I would have left that corrosion there, because the corrosion is, it does conduct electricity and it does cause a short. But that is how water damages your laptop. Sometimes it can be irreversible because it will corrode so much that it causes things to break. The corrosion just eats away at the components. So don't do this to a computer that you want to keep. This is a test laptop motherboard. It's for showing you guys stuff. Okay, guys, there's something else I'm wanting to show you. Today I'm using once again hipster. This is beard oil, and yes, I have it in my beard. It keeps it nice and with a sheen on it, and you comb it through, and it does help it grow, and it keeps it from being wiry and all wild. Guys, if you can't look good while you're repairing your electronics, well, you might as well not do them at all. Guys, thanks for joining me again. We'll do something else next time. You guys have a good night.